Hi, this is Allie, the Show and Tell Stitcher. I am back. I feel like I don't have a lot to talk about, but I tallied up my stitches and I have done almost 20,000 stitches since I saw you last. 19,535 to be exact. So let's just get started. So I only have finishes and starts to show you. Let's go. So first finish is a Dimensions kit, not Dimensions Gold, regular Dimensions collection called Christmas Jar Ornaments. It is on 14 count plastic canvas, and it is hard to read. It's easier to read in person, but it says snow is falling with a cute little deer. There are French knots, there are blends, there's back stitching. I still need to finish this into a little Christmas ornament. And this whip is finally finished because there were 3 other in this collection that I already finished a while ago. So that's great. Yeah. Oh yeah, and I changed this little deer's nose to be a red French knot instead of a black one because Rudolph, and I decided I'm just gonna do that with my Christmas stitching from now on. If there's a deer and it's winter or Christmas, I'm changing the nose to red. I did that on a previous finish that I did, and the deers ended up looking like Rudolph and Clarice from that Claymation special you may be familiar with. Super cute. I feel like I saved the best one for last. The other 3 ornaments are super cute, but oh my god, I was just so happy to work on this little deer. I'll throw it a little bit. I'm not in my usual filming spot. We just painted some, not this boring wall, but everything's a little chaotic in the crafting room. So we are going to just film at my kitchen table with Templar Prophecy and Old Finish just perched in the background for some visual interest. Okay, it only took 584 stitches to finish Christmas Jar Ornament, and that was 3 days. So next up I have my husband Dan's stocking. The kit is called Snow Bear's Stocking. It's a Dimensions regular collection, as in not gold. And I had so much trouble with his name. I went back and filled in some areas with more like just long stitches so that it would be like not so much white and blue showing through. And I did all that and finally was happy with it. And then I realized I did his name in all caps, which is obviously fine, but I didn't mean to. And so that has implications on something else I'll show you in a little bit. And Dan was like, it's fine, it's still my name. Like, he didn't even really notice that it was all caps. So then I just moved along with my life and decided not to pick it out again. But this is just so dang cute. The fabric doesn't stop there. It rolls up a lot because I stitch in hand. If this is your first time watching me, hi. I stitch in hand and I just roll up my fabric to wherever I'm working and then just work like that. Oh my gosh, I didn't even show you. You may have noticed. Okay, so Dimensions usually has fun little touches to make the projects dimensional. And look at the little tufts on the end of the scarves. I almost didn't put those in because I was intimidated by the directions, but it's basically a French knot that you pull a loop out of and then cut it. Which some of you might be like, but it wasn't too hard. It's fun. I feel like maybe I'll see if I can add these little tufts to any other projects because they're super cute. And I don't really mind that they stand up and kind of have a mind of their own. Like, it's fun to have some texture on there. Oh my gosh, it just looks so good. Looks so good. So good. When I was posting the finished project, I posted it on Instagram and my personal Facebook. And I was like, oh my god, people are gonna think this is like a baby announcement. No, this is for my little baby husband. Oh my gosh, I call him that because he is younger than me. My little baby husband. My little baby husband is turning 27 in about a month. So he'll still be my little baby husband. His parents call him, hopefully you don't mind me just blabbing on. At least I'm holding this up for you to keep looking at it, but his parents call him their little guy because he's the youngest. And so sometimes I'll like joke around and call him like our little guy. They love it. Yes, we are the stereotype. Oldest sister, youngest brother. I don't know, if you have any sort of interest in like psychology, you may have heard of that dynamic, and for us it works very well. But it's just funny to see how we individually interact with our family members. Anyway, I don't know. I think that ties into why my husband has such a babyish stocking. But he begged me to make this stocking for him. Literally the words like, please, 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 I want that stocking so bad. So he's really happy that it's done. I'm really happy that it's done. Maybe I can go over to my mom's house soon and just have a finishing day so she can help me. Oh my gosh. Oh, would you like to see the backs of these? The back of the counted canvas honestly looks pretty good. There's this one long piece, but whatever. I'm gonna cover it with felt. And then here's the back of this one. Also, caring about what your back looks is out. Just doing your project and being happy is in. But in case you're curious, there it goes. Okay, and it took me 7,862 stitches over 12 days to finish that. Not total, just since I saw you last. I guess I'll insert a picture. Here's where it was. So then it took another 7,862 stitches from the last video on May 31st to get to there. Yeah, I don't want you to think I stitched that whole thing in 12 days. I started it January 1st. It was my new year, new start. And I thought it was a stretch goal for me to get it done this year, but look at me. I finished it on the 3rd of July. So, and we'll just skip forward in time. So then when I finished that stocking, I said, well, that means I can start my stocking. It's another Dimensions regular collection stocking. I got this one for me because the art style is like the same. It's got to be the same artist. I didn't look and see who the artist was for Snow Bear stocking, but it's got to be the same person. Art by Rachel Baines. So, okay, whoops. The stocking is on 14 count light blue Aida from the kit. I don't mind like crunchy kit Aida because I roll it up and handle it so much. It's honestly like better for in-hand stitching. If you ever want to give in-hand stitching a try some like stiff Aida. It will soften up, but also it's nice if it stays stiff so that it's not flopping all over the place without a hoop. Okay, anyway, so this is Reindeer and Hedgehog stocking. And the white on this, all the white except for like what's in the deer's face and fur, and then the roof of this house, all the other white is not stitched. It is negative space. So I'm not gonna lie, that also kind of like attracted me to this project. Hello. I stitched a lot of white on Dan's. So yeah, I'm like really far on this, honestly. I have done 5,683 stitches over 13 days. Yeah, I'm almost done with this thing. It's completely done down to like here. And then I just have the little bird and then the hedgehog and the sled and whatever snow is down there, and that's it. Mind you, in my stitch counts, I'm not like dividing the stitches by 2 if I'm doing a half stitch. No, girl, that is too much counting. And the way I count, yeah, oh, Allie, how do you know how many stitches you did if it's a paper project? I've heard you can put dimensions into pattern keeper, but no. I do tally marks. I do tally marks. Every 10th stitch, I put a tally mark. So then, you know, for these, where I have 290 stitches, that's 29 tally marks. Works for me, and I am motivated by seeing the numbers. So yeah, if you ever want to do that, yeah, just do tally marks. Okay. And I put my name in all caps to match Dan's name in all caps, because I thought it would look kind of questionable. I don't know, it would just draw your eye to the names if they weren't in the same, if they weren't both in all caps. And honestly, that's fine. It looks cute in all caps. It reminds me of how I used to write my name when I was little. Okay. Also, wow, that reminds me, I don't have like so many projects to show you, so I'll just tell you a couple stories too. When my little sister, who is 11 years younger than me, went to kindergarten, when she was doing her little test to show, I don't know, what she had learned so far at home before school, my mom realized that she didn't know any of the lowercase letters, which again is fine. You know, not everybody knows their letters before they go to kindergarten. But my sister, she knew the alphabet, and she knew how to like recognize, I don't know that she knew how to write them, no way. But she recognized every single letter in uppercase, but literally had no clue what any of the letters were in lowercase. And my mom realized, oh my God, it's because the letters on a keyboard are all uppercase on the keyboard, which, like, I don't know, just those little differences. I'm not hating on Gen Z. I am almost a Gen Zer. I am a millennial. But anyway, my mom was just like, oh my God, I feel like she learned, like, just from the computer. And also, like, oopsies, how did we never talk about lowercase? But it's just a funny little thing. It's not a big deal. She knows the lowercase. She knows how to write in cursive, by the way. Yeah, and she just graduated from high school. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. I feel like she's like my daughter. That's how emotional I feel about her, like, being a grown-up right now and about to go to college. But anyway, back to the stitching. Here's my stocking for myself. It's so cute. When I was stitching Dan's stocking, I told him I almost felt like just keeping this one for myself because it was so cute. But now that I have this one, oh my gosh. No, these are perfect. This is perfect for him. This is perfect for me. So cute. So I plan to be monogamous on this until it's done, which should only honestly be a few more days. And that's why I have 2 finishes and 3 starts to show you, because I've been monogamous on my projects for the most part, you know. Okay, going back in time to the first day of summer, I started, very exciting, a Dimensions Gold collection, Summer Fairy. If you have ever seen me before, you know my obsession with these seasonal fairies. Hi, Joss. Thank you for buying this for me. That was so nice. Joss home. She used to be the budget stitcher, or she is the budget stitcher now. Anyway, yeah, she got this for me. How nice is that? Because I famously love these Ruth Sanderson Dimensions fairies. Oh my God, so pretty. So I started that on the first day of summer. Little treat for myself. And I did 2,623 stitches over 8 days. So I am just about a quarter of the way through the first page. Oh my God, so pretty. So I'm doing diagonal parking, and it is working so well. Like, I'm sold on diagonal parking now. It looks so good. There are a few sparklies in there already. There's blending filament over some of the white and some of the light blue. You can't see it, but it's there, I promise. And it's gonna be so pretty. Oh my god, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. Yeah. I think diagonal parking is helping me just like have motivation to, I mean, like start stuff too. Because I mean, I'm immediately like at the wing and at these flowers and almost to the like bottom of the first page. It's great. Instead of, I would usually just kind of like do not extreme cross country, but for sure just, you know, a length of one color at a time. And that was just like boring for me, and I was making mistakes a lot. Not a lot, but much more frequently than I'm making with this method. So yeah, so that's why there's an incredible amount of hanging threads, but they're manageable, they're fine. I've been thinking maybe I should like, I'm not gonna do it, but perhaps I should consider working in all of the parked threads before I like put it away for next summer, because I like to work on these fairies in the season that they represent. So I do not plan to be stitching on that like in the winter. So, oh, whatever. People have hanging threads for a long time. It's fine. I'm not working them in. That would totally go against the whole method that I just said I'm loving. Okay, and then finally, my last new start is a long dog sampler pattern called House of Fun. And yeah, I started it because I've just been like itching to start this one in particular, and that's why I got Templar Prophecy out. I want this to be kind of like a companion piece. But I did it in DMC 820, which is the most beautiful color. It's not even like coming across so much on here. It's like, oh, okay, yeah. It's a rich, deep blue. It's like a cross between navy, it's like navy cobalt blue, because it's, I guess, a jewel tone. I was going to say a dark neon. I don't know. I think a lot of people feel this way about DMC 820. It is just stunning. So this is 18 count, like off-white Ada, just from like Michaels or whatever. And then this one is 16 count. I think it's ivory Ada. So they're, you know, they're not exactly the same, but I was like, I just want to start this. And also, this is going to be much bigger. Well, the pattern is much larger. This was a 15-page pattern. This is a 20-page pattern. This has like 10,000 more stitches in it or so. So they will be closer to the same size doing it on 18 count versus 16 count. But I also was like, I'm not gonna like make myself nuts trying to like get it either the same count or the same size. Like, it's not possible with every pattern. And also, I mean, I'm probably not going to display them like right next to each other. So and I could get like a smaller frame to make them the exact same size if I needed to. You know, we'll cross that bridge in a couple years when that's done. So I have done 783 stitches over 3 days. I'm 1.06% done, which I think is great progress. I'm going to try to just go page by page instead of like stitching the whole border, and then, you know, I got to get those mini finishes in there to help me feel like I'm really doing something. Oh, I got to tell you something kind of funny. My good friend Rose came over and I just showed her a little bit of my stitching, and I pulled out my stocking and then this fell out with it. And she was like, "What's that?" And I was like, "Oh, this? Oh, it's all the threads." So I punch a hole, and then I'll put, like, if I use this for like 10 stitches or something, and then I loop the like leftover thread over so that I can be like Ebenezer Scrooge and like use every single little inch of the thread and not throw it away unless it's literally like unstitchable. But I mean, it does get a little bit, and then I like braid everything together. But you know, when you're pulling at the braid, it comes apart and gets quite messy. But I was like, oh, Rose, does this stress you out? And she was like, I can't breathe. She was stressed out. She's not a stitcher, but she admires, you know, she admires the craft. But she was like that. She literally was like, that is not what I was expecting it to look like. Fun and chaotic. Okay, I have a question. Just for fun. I feel, okay, here's DMC 820. This is like a truer what it looks like. I think it's gonna look really nice with that color. I think that's like 3847. I say like as if that's not exactly the color. But anyway, DMC 820 is just iconic to me. And that is a color that if I am walking by, like I can say that's DMC 820. Do you have any colors like that? I feel like there are a couple like that I could pick out, like DMC 333, DMC 666. After using, I don't know how many skeins, but like definitely in the double digits, probably almost like 30 skeins maybe. You better believe I can pick out 3847, you know, 310, DMC Blanc, you know, I could probably pick out on site. Are there any colors, DMC colors, that you can go, that is DMC whatever number? I'm just curious. And I mean, probably if it's your favorite DMC, you can pick it out like that. But you know, like the lighter colors, there's no way I could. But these bold jewel tones, oh yeah. I got some shading done on my tattoo. I showed you the outlining last time. And I've got at least one more appointment to go in and get red shading done. Oh yeah, this looks incredible showing you like this. Yeah, I love it. There's my scissors, my Stark scissors. Yeah, I showed the artist some of my cross stitch as well, and he appreciated it. Yeah, I think that's it for today. I was going to just try to stretch it out and talk some more, but that's really all I got. And maybe if I do more shorter videos like this, I'll come back more frequently. But thanks for catching up with me. I'll see you soon. Love you. Bye.